Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Call HALALYAM, AHBANAWA Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahawashi, BAHASHAM HAQADASH, LAIWALAMYAM, right? Double honors to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone, who will teach from sound doctrine. Shalom Shalom to the whole collect, the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. That the Lord have mercy on these last days. It's your brother Kadah for presenting the gym as branch here in Cleveland. Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson through the spirit and power. Yahawashi, Yahawashi. All right. Title of this lesson is Yahawashi. Yahawashi will come out of his place. All right. Yahawashi will come out of his place. All right. So, why is Yahawashi coming out of his place? All right. Yahawashi is coming to rescue his bride. He's coming to save his woman. A lot of good movies that you like and watch, it's always a hero. And that hero has a mission to save someone. And it's always better for that thrill and that excitement and anxiety that it brings for it to be a man rescuing the woman that he loves. Okay. It was a once upon a time where a lot of movies was just focusing around that, you know. And that's what Yahawashi is coming to do, because we are his woman. You know, we are his bride. He's the bridegroom. That we belong to him. As our wives belong to us. You see? This is Micah chapter 4 and 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There Yahawashi shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. So Yahawashi is going to redeem Israel, people before it's a place. All right. And Yahawashi is going to come and rescue his woman from the place in which it quoted, which is Babylon. We currently dwell in Babylon the Great, which is aka America today. The Bible is not going to say America. It's not going to say Canada. It's not going to say Australia, right? It's not going to say terms like this. Okay, these terms didn't exist back then. Okay, so we're currently in Babylon, and this is going to be the place of deliverance, like the elder brother from Boston said. He said, we weren't brought here to America. And how did he put it? We were brought here to receive salvation. You know, we were brought here to learn the ways of the Lord, to get better, to be purged, to be cleansed, to be made whole. We were sent away to heal. Okay, the Lord sent us away on a different landmass to heal. That's what a vacation is in this world. From the labor, you would take a vacation. You would go to Florida. You would go to different places, and you will separate yourself from company and in a familiar environment so that you can mentally unwind and physically even unwind, which means that is a sense of rest, all right, or a sense of uh, um, uh, you know, upgrade. You know, Yahawashi sent us over here for that, so we can be upgraded. Okay, because this issues in our captivity in Babylon issues in. All right, the kingdom of heaven. It brings the kingdom of heaven to fruition. All right, because it allows the prophecies to stand true. So the Lord, it says, there should thou be delivered. Yahawashi is coming to deliver us out of Babylon. All right, out of Babylon. Okay, this is the place in which we are to be delivered. Okay, this is Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. This is going into the chambers being your mind. Okay, but this is also physically the chariots, the chamber doors. Okay, that the elect are going to be beamed up and protected from that sixth and seventh trouble, that sixth and seventh last plague that the angels are holding back, and that Yahawashi is going to send on as a judgment upon those who will live ungodly. That chamber door, that chariot door, is going to close, just like the first ark, which with Noah represented the remnant in the future, which is in the future will be in today's time that we currently live in. And this time, the ark that we didn't physically have to build the ark. We did it through the spirit. Okay, we did it through the spirit. You know, and all the measurements had to be accurate. The doctrine that we teach had to be 100%, not a quarter off, not a centimeter off. It had to be 100%. That's why it's important to have the right doctrine or the right building. All right, edify means to build. So you have to. The only way you can edify is if you have the correct information. You see, all right, so that the ministry is not blamed. All right, we suffer sin, but it's so many things that goes into not teaching the right thing with 100% of the spirit. 100% of the spirit allows us to build properly, have every inch of measurement increment down to the T of how Yahawashi wanted it. Because if we miss 1 second, the whole thing it's a wrap. If Noah would have missed 1 second, it would have been a wrap for everybody, and it would have been no civilization. The Lord would have had to do it all over again or create new things, you know, with Yahawashi, because we all come from Noah after the flood. All right, from one of his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So we currently live in Babylon the Great, and we have been taken as we have been taken as merchandise. We've been sold throughout the four corners of the earth, beat, robbed, murdered. Okay, all the day long. So that means we need a saving. We need a savior. We need someone to work on our behalf because we have no power. We're at the lowest we ever been, to the point we don't even know our own original language. You know, we don't how is it our house and we don't know the rules. So this is why Yahawashi has to come back. Okay, so the Lord is going to beam up his remnant, the ones that's protected from that 6 7 trouble, like it says in Job 5, and he's going to keep them, like it says in Revelation 16. All right, they're going to that sea of glass from that fire until the indignation be overpassed. It says 21, Isaiah 26:21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. The Lord is going to come out of his place. How the Father is not doing it. It's going to be his son. He's going to come out of his place right? Because he's on the right hand side of the Father, and he's going to execute righteous judgment upon the earth. Okay, righteous judgment upon the earth, um, as he's done before. Being that what? Being that death angel, man. Being that death angel. This is Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 13. It says, for whereas they will not believe anything by reason of the enchantments upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledge this people to be the sons of the Most High. For while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of the land of destruction, and brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, standing up filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven but stood upon the earth. All right. So Yahawashi is going to leap off his royal throne as he did before. Exodus 15 and 13. Yahawashi, Exodus 15 and 3. Yahawashi is a man of war, and Yahawah is his name, right? And so is his son. It just said he leaped off the royal throne as a fierce man of war. So as we read in Isaiah 26, it says, again, when you go back to it real quick. Isaiah 26, it says, for behold, Yahawashi cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. All right, because ultimately the things that they've done had effect on Israel. So Yahawashi is going to have to intervene, okay, before we're pushed in that fire. Sort of like that scene on Toy Story 3 when they were about to fall into the fire. They was in the garbage thing, and then them little alien things beamed them. The claw fell down and beamed them up right before they was about to go into the fire and be perished forever. That's how Yahawashi is going to do it. Right at the scarcity. The scarcity means right at the last second. The thin of your teeth, as they say. All right. The Yahawashi is going to save the elect, RAWCHAA, part of that number. At about a scarcity of the viewing of one's eyes, man. It's gonna be that close. That's why the faith is gonna have to be that strong. But either way you look at it, Yahawashi is coming to do the killing. He's coming to do the bidding of the Father, because this is the Father's will. Because it tell you in Jeremiah 30, this is the intents of the Lord's heart. In the latter days ye should consider it. These are the intents of the Father's mind. These are the intents that he had from the beginning. And he's going to use his son to execute this judgment on the earth, man. Okay? Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basel? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that is speaking righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that tread in the wine fat? I have trined in the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I would tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood should be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Right? Because he was the death angel in Egypt the first time. But this time, Yahawashi is going to put down everybody. He's going to have on his head many crowns, meaning there's not going to be no king left besides him. Okay? And Yahawashi is coming to do damage, man. He's going to come cause havoc, man. They tell you that all the kindreds of the earth shall mourn, all eyes shall see him. Yahawashi, and we talk about in Second Esdras. I'm not going to get him for the sake of time, but in Second Esdras, man, who is this young man? He flieth upon a mountain, etc., man. That's Yahawashi coming out of his place. He's going to touch this place as he did before, as we read. So Yahawashi will come out of his place, and he's coming to do that very, very soon. It just said, let me keep reading verse Isaiah 63 and 4, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So Yahawashi is coming to redeem, okay? Meaning what? To save, to grab, to seize, in a sense of beholding. Okay, he's coming to get his possession, which belongs to him, which are the jewels are the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That is his special jury, man. All Israel is considered jury, but you have the elect of the elect. You always got that, and you go to your closet or your jewelry or your clothes. You got something that you like esteem higher than the rest of the clothes or items. That's how the elect is to the Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and compared to the rest of the nation of Israel. Even though the whole thing is special, but Yahawashi is coming mighty to save. It tell you in Exodus 14. All right, it tell you that 14 and 14 that Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm gonna just read it. Exodus 14 and 14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So the Lord is coming to do the fighting. Okay, he's coming to do the fighting for us, man. Okay, until he gives us those spiritual things that we need to combat the physical, Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that spearheading everything. Michael Allah, the archangel, and the rest of the head busters that the Lord is coming with to crack these heads, man. You know, we close with this Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh Shem Shah of armies. All right, Yahweh Yahweh Tazabah or Tazabawath is how you say Lord of hosts, which means Lord of armies. Yahweh Shem Shah of armies defend Jerusalem. So as birds flying, he's going to defend Jerusalem. He's going to come in at a peak. He's going to come in swift. He's going to come in fast. In 1 hour should thou be destroyed. And he's going to come in as birds flying. All right, making those arrow that birds when they fly, they make an arrow shape. Meaning, Lord, he's going to pierce the clouds. Okay, he's going to pierce the clouds, and the fathership is going to enter the atmosphere. All right, and he's gonna cause havoc, man. So as birds flying, and then he's going to come in order. I did a testimony with my wife, Dream, when we was at the Walmart. It's a heavy testimony. The brothers and sisters seen that, right, last year or so, year and a half, however long it was, 2 years, I don't know, how the chariots entered the atmosphere. They came down slow. It was a bunch of small ones, and then the big one came up. It was coming down on top of it, but it was the biggest. It's covered from one end of the sky to the next. Like it says in 2 Corinthians 13, to the point it looked like just one gigantic mountain that you can't see where it start or end, just like the sky. So the Lord is coming in like birds flying in unison, in order, and he's also coming in at an angle where he's going to pierce the sky because he's coming to thrush. He's coming to thrush in the floors of Babylon. Okay. It says, as birds flying, so will Yahweh Shem Shah of armies defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it. So Yahweh Shah will come out of his place. Why? Because he has a reason to. He's justified by his actions. All right, his property has been stolen. Okay. And taken by another man. You know what I'm saying? And this man is trying to, what's the right term? This man is trying to, he wants to destroy Yahweh Shah. He wants the Yahweh Shah to feel pain because he feels pain, you know? So he does these different things to us just so it can get to the Father. He torture us, he kill us, he do these different things because he know it has an effect on Israel, but he ultimately does these things because he hate the Lord, man. Esau don't like Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. He's not in all the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not in all his thoughts, man. He don't wake up or go to sleep thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. His day don't consist of worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So this place has to go because his vibration has left a nasty stamp, all right, on society. And Yahweh Shah has to come and clean it and has to burn it off. All right, he has to come and purge it, you know, and anybody that's attached to that to it. All right, because it's not bringing nothing but death. So Yahweh Shah will come out of his place, man, and he's gonna come defending and fighting on our behalf. Lord willing, we're part of that elect number, man. He's gonna come fighting on the behalf of his woman, as any man would. A man is supposed to protect his woman, and Yahweh Shah is coming to protect his woman. He's coming to gather her before this man that kidnapped her put torture, not torture, but I tell you about that in Wisdom of Solomon too. Let us prove, all right, what manner of man he is. You know, they're gonna try to prove us. They're gonna try to prove whether we are the sons of the living power. They're gonna try to see if the Lord. They're gonna try to test the Lord by doing so much to us that they're gonna try to see if the Lord save us in that moment. That's how they're gonna egg on agitate the Lord, man. You know, as well as his men. That's why it's important to endure and be an embodiment of Yahawashi, because so that he can actually overtake us, not overtake us, Salakia, that's Satan, but so that Yahawashi can actually, what's the word, overshadow our spirits in that time, so that we stand strong, like almost like that Avatar state or that Goku state. You know what I'm saying? That tapping into that next realm to the point that we're on autopilot. The spirit is driving. It's called spirit driving. You know what I'm saying? That happens when you drive. You know, when you drive in a vehicle and you know you kind of a little tipsy, or the yan you had too much more than you thought, and you're trying to drive home sometime, or you might be sleepy or tired trying to drive home from work or late shift, double shift, whatever. And then the spirit just takes over. The next thing you know, you get home. You don't really remember the drive, but you just remember certain parts, and then you remember pulling into the driveway. The spirit takes over, and that's called spirit driving when you look it up. So yeah, so the Lord's going to come out of his place because he's justified, and he has a reason, because another man has took the jewels out of the safe. All right, and he's wearing it as his own, and he's claiming to be the founder of these jewels, this jewelry. He's claiming to actually have made this jewelry. Okay, he's claiming to actually what have it to where as if this jewelry was meant to be worship him. Okay, and that jury being Israel, man. So Lord willing, this edifying. Again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, the great millstone, rule well, who teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom, to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men and your children. That the Lord have mercy on these last days, man. Hey, just keep hope, keep faith. Just remember Yahawashi will come out of his place. Bars, right? He will come out of his place, and he's gonna defend Jerusalem. All right, and he's gonna come in as birds flying, and he's gonna come and swoop up. All right, he's gonna come and swoop up. All right, his land. All right, from the predators, from the wolves that's coming to devour us, man. So keep faith, keep hope. We're almost home, man. Walk like a ball, blah blah ball. Till next time, DTA, Shalom.